I've already mentioned the $115 million I brought to Braddock yesterday on the stimulus package to support 218,000 jobs. And 3,000 new jobs. So what was the reaction of the far right to my vote for the stimulus package? What did they have to respond? The far right used me for target practice. And they didn't like it when I wouldn't stand still. So I'm especially glad to be here where I feel so welcome and so comfortable because we share the same core beliefs. These are beliefs which I have advocated, defended for decades, even when my party was against me. Even when it might cost me an election. In fact, even when my wonderful wife Joan disagreed with me. Now that was when it was really tough to stand my ground. And occasionally I didn't stand my ground. But it is really my independence that has made me strong, made me better able to represent Pennsylvania, to deliver for Pennsylvania, and strong enough to come back to the party where I started as an FDR and JFK Democrat. And it is that independence that may result in our disagreeing sometimes, probably not too often. But I have voted about 10,000 times. And I don't expect everyone to agree with me on all my votes. Right now, I don't agree with some of those other votes myself. But I promise you this. I promise you that I will make you proud and keep you proud of me as one of your United States Senators, along with Bob Casey. And I promise to come to your meetings, and I'll be available with constituents' problems. My office is noted for its constituent service with my branch offices in Pittsburgh, Erie, Harrisburg, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Altoona, Allentown, and Philadelphia. And they will be available to help you and our constituents. And I will work hard to replace our great governor, Ed Rendell, with a new Democratic governor. This year, our important judicial candidates. And my answer has been yes, and it will remain yes. And I promise that if I'm fortunate enough to earn your support and to be your nominee for the Senate next year, that I'll carry the Democratic banner high. Because we don't need a senator from Pennsylvania with a 97% lifetime rating from the American Conservative Union. We don't need a senator who's a tool of the far right. We don't need a senator who has already declared that it would be his intention to sit in the back row and vote no on everything as he did for 6 years in the U.S. House of Representatives. Who is far outside the mainstream. A senator who makes Rick Santorum look like a liberal. A senator who would take us back to the dark ages. We need a senator who will say yes and vote yes when the answer for this state and this country be a yes answer. We need a senator who will work with President Obama and who can help President Obama on his agenda, including reform of health care. And we need a senator who can work on both sides of the aisle. Because when the history of this country is told, it must be a story that your children and grandchildren and my children and grandchildren are proud together Together, we can make that history. And again, I thank you for your welcome as a Democrat and pledge to work with you for the betterment of our great state and nation. Thank you.